Hey, this is James. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes and let people roll into the room here while Facebook lets you know that I'm here and live. When you're coming in, just pop in and say hello and tell me that you're here. That would be great. We're going to talk about a topic today that you've experienced probably numerous times in your life. All right, so we'll just give it a couple of minutes here while we're waiting for people to roll in, and then we'll get started. The topic we're going to talk about today, make sure to say hello when you come in. The topic we're going to talk about today is failure. Hey, Connie, thanks for being here. You say, James, why would you want to talk about failure? Well, let me promise you this, and listen carefully, please. If you're afraid to fail, you have already failed. If you're afraid to make a mistake, you've already made the biggest mistake of all. Because what is failure? Now let's think this through. What is failure really? It's nothing more than getting an outcome that we don't prefer. Am I right? You with me here? Failure is just getting an outcome we don't prefer. And our mistakes, if you really understand them clearly, I think you like me will understand that your greatest teacher was maybe, if not absolutely, your last mistake. Your last mistake was your greatest teacher. And failure is nothing more than feedback. Put that on the screen of your mind as well. There is no failure in life. There's only feedback. And so consequently, if we're getting feedback, we have the ability to grow, to improve, to make adjustments, and to go again. You with me on this? Hey, Rochelle. And so if you're following me here, then you're going to want to fail and fail fast. Now think about this. Hesitation is rooted in fear. Fear leads to self-doubt. Self-doubt leads to hesitation. Hesitation leads to procrastination. Procrastination leads to stagnation. And stagnation leads to lack of growth. You follow me on that? And the fact is, if you're not growing, you are dying. Not a good outcome. It's not your time yet. And so, hey, Anand, thanks for following, man. Tuning in from Mumbai. You've got to learn. And the way that you learn is by getting into the arena. The way that you learn is by jumping into the water and learning to swim. How did you learn to walk? Let's go all the way back. One step at a time. You fell down, you got back up. How did you learn to write your name? Well, you didn't do it very well the first time. Just imagine if the first time you attempted to write your name, your teacher told you you were a miserable failure. You may have stopped. Well, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be miserable. Or just suppose your parents told you when you fell down at that first step how stupid you were and how uncoordinated you were. You may have never learned to walk. Now, these are simple examples, but take the principle and blow it out. We learn from our mistakes. We learn from our so-called failures. And so please adopt this principle. There is no failure in life. There's only feedback. And so as we get feedback, we're enabled to improve. We're enabled to grow. We're enabled to take bigger action. Here's a fact. Research proves this out. Leaders make quick decisions. And this is across all environments. It's across all industries. Leaders make quick decisions, particularly in today's Mach 10 world. If you want to think about it, that's what amateurs do. Amateurs want to think about it. If you want to sit around and think about it, you're becoming a dinosaur because life is passing you by and it's only going to quicken. And so what you must learn to do is to fail fast. You've got to get into the arena and fail fast to get the feedback so that you can analyze, adjust, and go again. Because you see, I've made a lot of decisions that have given me outcomes. What is failure? Getting an outcome we don't prefer. I've made a lot of decisions that have gotten outcomes I did not prefer. Some of my decisions have gotten terrible outcomes. And yet, I can take a terrible outcome and step back, analyze it, grow from it, learn from it, adjust it, and act again and create another outcome far more quickly than you can analyze to perfection and do nothing. Let me invite you to become a leader. Because the world needs more leaders, not the traditional leaders of today's world that are focused entirely on ROI, return on investment. That's important and that's okay. But look, GDP is up, economic indicators are up, Wall Street is stable, unemployment is down, and still yet there's 16.2 million people who are depressed. 72% of the people surveyed are miserable in their work. Every 20 minutes, someone commits suicide, excuse me, in this world. What's it going to take? We need to wake up. We need new leadership. We need leadership that looks from a whole, entire, comprehensive perspective. Does that make sense to you? Sure, finances is a part of it, but we need leadership that looks at finances, relationships, mental strength and emotional capabilities, physical strength, fitness, and health, vitality, spiritual connectivity. We need a comprehensive approach to life, and we need leaders who are authentic. We need leaders who are redemptive. Look up the word redemptive. It means to save yourself and others from evil and wrongdoing or harm. Does that make any sense to you? Are you resonating with this here? I'm going to challenge you to become a new leader, a leader for the future. I'm going to invite you to a 3-day experience in Las Vegas, Nevada in November. 3 days that will transform every single area of your life and business, financial, relational, mental, physical, spiritual. And it's limited to 20 people intentionally because I want to work with real leaders up close and personal who are ready to roll up their sleeves and get the job done. And make a difference in their own lives, make a difference in the world. We need this now more than ever. And if this is resonating with you, you know this is right. Click the link above my head, get all the details. Look, it's an investment, I promise you that. But here's what Forbes magazine tells us. Every single dollar, based on exhaustive research by Forbes, every single dollar you invest in yourself will return to you 6 times over. So take the investment for leadership of the future, multiply it times 6, and that's what you'll get just financially. According to Forbes magazine, one of the best business magazines in the world. And let me just also say this. Do you know that the average individual who drinks Starbucks spends $2,400 a year on coffee? And what does that give you? A little buzz and a few more trips to the bathroom, you know, and that's just the average. If you drink 2 cups a day, double it to $5,000. And yet we're hesitant. We want to think about investing in ourselves. Be a leader. Make a quick decision. Click the link above my head. There's only a few seats left. Grab your seat while it's available. You'll be grateful when you do. And I look forward to working up close and personal with you to level up your leadership and your life in every single area in Las Vegas in November. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And have a masterful day. Talk to you soon.